Alright everybody, this is a little segment what I call Movie Talks. Welcome to the movie show. Alright, today's topic, we're going to be talking about Batman vs. Superman. And we're going to start off with the cast. You done? What would you like to add?
Alright, in all the controversy of Mr. Ben Affleck, I really don't have I'm on a very neutral spot. I've seen him act. I've seen Daredevil. I've seen every other most movies he's been, most of the serious roles he's been. And he's a good actor. But is he serious enough to play the Dark Knight? Honestly, don't know. Honestly, really don't. Like I said, it's neutral. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna love or hate until I've seen a trailer. So, you wanna elaborate?
I'm gonna elaborate so much, so hard. It's gonna go everywhere.
It's gonna go everywhere.
That's what she said. I think Ben Affleck is gonna totally nail this role. I think he is a really good choice for the Dark Knight, contrary to popular opinion.
Let's see. It's hard to play Batman because it just takes. Okay, the one controversy is like he's not old enough. What would you say to that?
He is old enough. He's in his 40s.
No, I know.
Christian Bale was like in his 30s.
I think the reason why is because people are associating, since Batman Superman is like associating with the Dark Knight Returns, and they're used to like being like an old Batman.
He is an old Batman. Ben Affleck is an old man.
But do you think
in Hollywood?
Do you think they'll probably add like some gray areas to like or makeup to like do this, or do you think he's just
I think he's really good as is. Yeah.
All right.
I think that's what the movie's trying to go for. Batman as the old grizzled, hardened ways, and Superman coming in and being this young, new style of hero and stuff like that.
Alright. Let's see, who else? Henry Cavill. Or is that how you pronounce his name?
Henry Cavill.
Cavill, British guy. It's all these British guys.
Mm-hmm. Playing one of America's most iconic.
Yeah, it's an American icon. Alright, his acting was a little okay in Man of Steel. But not terrible.
According to the honest trailers, the acting range of a crumpet.
Wasn't god awful, but I hope he can improve it. But I don't really have any complaints on Superman.
And I think nobody does.
Nobody does.
Everybody loves Henry Cavill now.
Yeah,
I think he's earned it.
It's weird because people have so much hate, or there's the whole country on Batman, and like there's been people. There are a few Superman fans. I'm not gonna. Prejudicious.
Where? I don't see any.
Alright, but like they're not complaining. See, they're not complaining when like. See, I don't remember the guy who played Superman.
Brandon Routh.
Brandon Routh. See, nobody complained when like I don't know. He like did anybody complain when he was Superman? Because they're all people used to be seeing Christopher Reeve. And then like when they cast Henry Cavill, I didn't really hear that much controversy. So.
No.
I think because Batman's such a iconic.
Yeah, Batman is more iconic than Superman.
All right.
At least.
All right. Here's to Henry Cavill improving. What else? Okay. Gal Gadot. All right. There's been talk that she isn't gonna be as big as a character in the movie. She'll just. I mean, it won't be a cameo either, but it'll just really small role.
I'm assuming it'll be a cameo. I'm putting that out there right now. I'm going to assume that it's going to be...
Yeah, because then it'll be like Spider-Man 3 with Amazing Spider-Man.
I don't like that they're able to put in... when Spider-Man 3 does it, everybody's like, there's too much going on. And then X-Men Days of Futures Past come along, and everybody's like, they did it good. Bryan Singer for the win.
Bryan Singer. Alright, Gal Gadot. I really don't have any complaints with Gal Gadot. I mean... For the record, I'm not a huge reader of any Wonder Woman comics, so I honestly don't know what to expect. But I honestly don't. I don't have any.
She plays a warrior princess.
Okay.
Like Amazonian warrior princess. You can assume how that.
The whole argument is that she's too skinny.
She's skinny.
To play Wonder Woman. I mean, I don't know. She could always bulk up, you know.
She could. I guess she could, but I'm thinking what everybody is saying that she is too. She doesn't look like the role. She doesn't look like she could pull off the role. And we've seen. What have we seen? We haven't really seen much, cause
she was only in like Fast 5.
She was 5, and she was really skinny in that one. We're expecting a big, muscular, Amazonian warrior princess, and Amazonians are beefy gals too. So I'm expecting a very big warrior princess.
Who would you have preferred?
Who would I have preferred?
Who would you first thought would be?
Who would I first thought that warrior princess from John Carter? I think her name's like something Collins or something like that.
But you know, who else would have been?
Who else? I don't know. Who do you think? Who do you think? I said mine. What about you?
I honestly didn't know. I honestly thought like I was honestly hearing just what people were thinking. You know, there was I think the whole thing was it was either going to be Olivia Wilde. Who else? I don't know. It was just her. All right, the whole joke. Then there was the joke where it was going to be Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
What a maybe another universe.
What a joke.
What a joke. But yeah, I honestly didn't know. See, because that's another controversy. Casting Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman is supposed to be the woman.
The woman.
So
you cast. I'm gonna get a little off topic. They casted Dwayne Johnson as Hercules. That is how you cast a goddamn movie. You cast The Rock as Hercules. I already thought he was Hercules, so he's perfect for that role.
So only time will tell. Like I said, everything will come full circle, or half circle once we see the trailer. Any other thoughts on?
Any other thoughts on Batman vs. Superman? How about we say we get back to Batman.
Right.
And Batfleck, and who do you think would have been a good Batman?
Okay. All right. There was the big one, the big rumor that was around that some people thought was for sure was Josh Brolin would be Batman. And I can understand because I mean he's much older and he we've seen him. I saw it in No Country for Old Men. He pulled off a really heroic.
He was also in Men in Black.
Men in Black 3, there we go. But there's that. Another thing that I heard, there were talks with...
there were talks with a lot of people.
A lot of people. There were talks with the guy from White House Down. Dawn of the...
Jamie Foxx?
No.
Oh, wait.
Not Channing Tatum.
Gerard Butler?
No.
Wait.
Although,
what am I thinking of?
The guy from
Channing Tatum?
No, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Jason
Clarke. Isaac Jason Clarke. There was him. Although my colleague right here thought he was a bit too young for the role.
He's a bit too young for the role, and I don't think he's got the chops to pull it off.
Then I think the earliest thing I can remember was they were saying Armie Hammer was.
Armie Hammer. Yeah. I think it would have.
I think he'd be too young.
Too young.
Still too young.
Yeah, they're going for an older Batman, and he couldn't have pulled it off.
What else? What if Gerard
Butler? No, screaming at the top of his lungs.
Hey, look, this is Gotham.
That would have been funny to see, or cool to see.
That would have been funny. But anyone else?
I think Jensen Ackles from Supernatural. He should have been Batman. That's who I think should have been Batman, because they said they were considering him on IMDb. I looked under the trivia and they said they were considering him, and I thought that would actually been a really good pick for Batman. And also another one would have been Andrew Lincoln from The Walking Dead. Yes. Maybe.
It's a maybe. It's a strong.
No matter what.
I mean, I can imagine because the whole show. We're talking guys who can pull off a serious Batman, very serious.
Andrew Lincoln, Jensen. Those are my top two. Right? And Ben Affleck was actually number 3.
All right, Ben Affleck. If he can pull off, let's see, he's making a movie with David Fincher. David Fincher's used to directing really dark movies. So if anything, I'll just go see what was it, Gone Girl, and see if he can pull off a dark role. Maybe it'll give me kind of hope that he'll pull something good with Batman. Anything else about
Anything else? Okay. What do we want to see in this Batman versus Superman? Where are we going in expecting, and what will we be disappointed if we don't see?
All right. Well, I was going to touch on the screenwriter because they actually.
Go on the screen.
All right. So the thing was, David S. Goyer, who wrote Man of Steel 1, was going to continue.
We have very conflicting views on David S. Goyer, but for the most part, we like him. But there's some of his other works that are.
Because if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have had the Nolan trilogy.
We wouldn't have the Nolan trilogy. We wouldn't have the Dark Knight. So we give him a lot of points for that. Most of his points are from that.
But so news came about that he was replaced with Chris Terrio, who.
But he's not doing this one.
Wait, no, David S. Goyer.
Yeah, he's not doing this.
I'm not sure if he was completely abandoned or like he only came up with the story.
Yeah,
But in all, since Chris Terrio is in charge of writing the actual screenplay.
Okay.
So I don't know if Goyer did a draft before, but Chris Terrio, he's pretty new. He's only known for writing the screenplay of Argo.
He won an Academy Award for that, for his screenwriting in Argo.
I'm not a big fan of Argo. But I respected it
because of Ben Affleck. That's why.
No. I honestly, there was some historical thing I wasn't too agreement with, but for what it was, it was a good, well-written film. But see, that was a political thriller. So, do we have enough faith in Chris Terrio to take on a superhero movie?
Any writer who's able to surpass. Like how many writers were nominated for an award? Well, if he's able to be better than all those other writers, they has to have some sort of creative talent behind him to win an Oscar. Anybody does. So we just have to hope that he has enough creativity in him to pull off a Batman versus Superman.
And with that, we go on to what we expect for the atmosphere. What
will we expect from Batman vs Superman, and what will we be, what we would be disappointed if we didn't see.
All right, I'm gonna say right now, since Man of Steel was dark, but when you put Batman in, I think it's gonna be way darker.
Because he's Batman.
Because he's Batman.
Because he's Batman.
The whole plot we're expecting, or that the people are like, giving us, is that there was going to be a feud between Batman and Superman. As to why the feud started in the first place, I don't know, but it won't be just that. There'll be plenty of other side characters. There'll be plenty of villains too.
I hear they have already 3 villains.
3 villains.
3 villains.
Oh, alright, that's another thing we forgot to mention. Lex Luthor.
Jesse Eisenberg. Jesse Eisenberg. I think it's a fresh take on a role, and I've seen Jesse Eisenberg in other roles, and I liked him. I like his little personality he's got going on.
I saw him in Social Network, so I can see why they casted him, because he could take off this dark businessman. And yes, it's a refreshing take. So I mean, it's like, I don't know. I still don't know what to expect. I'm still pretty neutral to Ben Affleck and J.C. Eisenberg. But with that, what do we expect with the film?
What do I expect with the film? I expect it to definitely have. So many people have been referencing Spider-Man 3 and the overflowing story, and I really hope they really listen to us in saying that, or when we're saying not to like overcrowd everything. And I think what they're going to do, they're going to have a really big main storyline, and they're definitely going to touch on these other topics, but it's going to be like really quick, and it's going to be like boom, 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 boom. It's not going to, we're not going to like linger on this for too long. We're gonna touch on this. We're gonna go back to the story. We're gonna touch on this. We're gonna go back to the story. So the sort of the side stories are sort of like a break from the main story. And yeah, that's what I think what's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna be so many storylines, but in a way they're gonna have to do with what's going on in the main one.
A crazy thought occurred to me. It's as if since it's gonna be a lot, I really don't. Again, I don't want it to be ending up like, Amazing Spider-Man 2 or all this, all this clutterness, all this congestion.
And people need to relax with the clutterness, because I like a movie that like is really like boom. We're gonna give you this, boom, 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 boom. I like how it's really fast paced, that it has like enough story to keep you engaged. Like I don't want like one really long lingering story. I would like other stories in the movie, so I get like sort of a diversity of what's going on in the movie that I'm watching.
Crazy thought. Well, first off, how long do you think the film will end up being?
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. I'd say so. 160 something minutes or so. And I really do expect that they don't go all crazy. That's a complaint I had with Man of Steel. They go crazy with the fight scenes.
But that's the kind of Superman we wanted to see. We wanted to see a Superman who actually showed how powerful he was. We didn't want to see him all not able to move and everything like that. The old Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve. I don't. The thing is, I don't want it to be so much action that I end up pulling off a Transformers 2, where it's just action and action. It just gets nauseating. So we expect Mr. Snyder to like balance it out, because considering all the movies he's directed to, I mean.
I like how when there's like action in a movie, people are like, you have to do it right. But there's like a war movie that's like total action. Everybody's like, yeah, like Black Hawk Down and 300. Everybody loves those movies, and they were like almost purely action. And then when we put a lot of action in these other action movies, everybody's like, what the hell? This is too much action. I'm overwhelmed.
Because Black Hawk Down was a war movie. This is a superhero movie. We expect
action. We expect two superheroes to rip each other apart.
But we expect there's another. We expect character development. Aside,
who Batman and Superman are. No, we don't need to touch so much on Batman and Superman. That's another thing. I don't want to see like all of that what goes on with Batman, because I know already. You should know. He should know. Everybody should know.
I know.
Even my dog should know what's going on with Batman.
See, yes, we should know, but we should at least, have something, I mean, him fighting with Superman. What's the whole reason they're fighting with?
Well, of course they have to touch on that. Jesus Christ.
See, I don't want also to...
That's because that's the story, though. Why are they going to fight?
I don't want them to, go on and expect all of us to know. Those who don't know Batman. Just to be fair.
Who doesn't know Batman? Jesus Christ. You gotta give all of our viewers some credit here.
Alright,
if you're watching this and don't know Batman, why are you watching this? Jesus Christ. Go on Wikipedia and look up. Where were you these past 20 years? 75 years. See, happy birthday, Batman.
Okay, see, because I didn't... Another problem with Man of Steel 1 was... There was some character development, but it wasn't enough to make up for the action scenes. Alright, action is action.
I love action.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We love action.
Or I love action. I don't know about this guy and his David Fincher movie. Jesus Christ.
You don't have to... Movie doesn't have to have a lot of action to be good.
Alright. Yes, it does.